That part is name is bulbus cordis. Bulbus cordis. The part one is the primary ventricle, the primary atriums, and this part is named is the sinus venous. Sinus venous has two horns, right and left horn. Okay. At the same time that we have these divisions, bulbus cordis, primary ventricles, the primary atrium, sinus venosus with left horn and the right horns. At the same time that the heart is developed up and low to the heart as a result of vasculogenesis, the artery and vein, pay attention, artery and veins at the same time are formed. What does it mean? It means that here we have an artery, this is an artery, at the same time in the lower parts, the veins are formed. The many veins are forming here. The blood is coming from this pathway and go out from the artery. Okay, the same time that the heart develops.
In this situation, there is like a blood flowing through the heart.
We have the blood flow because in the day of 18 days, the 18 days after the fertilization, the heart tube started to develop, and the 23 to 24 days, the heart started to beating. Is it clear? The 23 to 24 day after the fertilizations, the heart is started to beating. Look at the day of the formation and day of the start to functions. It's a short time.
Yeah.
5 to 6 days after the formation, the blood is coming to the heart and the heart started to beating. The first structure that our body to start to work, what's the name? The heart is the first structure that started to the work. Okay. Now we have one structures with these shapes. The bulbus cordis in a future developments divided into 3 parts. The bulbus cordis. The 1/3 lowers here, 1/3 middle and 1/3 upper. We divided the bulbus cordis into 3 parts. 1/3 lower, 1/3 middle, and 1/3 uppers. A 1/3 lowers made the right ventricles in futures. 1/3 middle, its name is cuneus cordis. And 1/3 upper, its name is truncus arteriosus. The right ventricle is clear. Huh? But what do you think about the cuneus cordis? Which part of our heart made by the cuneus cordis?
Left ventricle.
Huh? No, the left ventricle made by primary ventricles. Because here we have a primary ventricle. Huh? The right ventricle made by one third lower of the
The atria are made by the cornus cordis. Atria?
no.
Aorta?
This was the outflow part of this was the outflow part of the both ventricle. Infundibulum plus vestibule of aorta. You don't have a good information about the gross anatomy. I don't know why.
Actually, this information we couldn't find it in the anatomy. We studied even with this snail anatomy.
Smooth area for outflow of the blood to aorta.
Do you read the anatomy of the heart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that infundibulum is outflow part of the right. Vestibule of aorta is an outflow part of the left ventricles. The cornus cordis made outflow of the right and left ventricles. This is the right side, this is the left side. Is it clear? Yes. Now I teach you the anatomy. And about the trancus arteriosus, what is the name of this artery? That's artery that gives blood from the right side. At the left side, ascending aorta. Okay? The trancus arteriosus. When I made one septum in here, divided to the right and left, right like a fundus cordis. The trancus arteriosus finally in the right side made the pulmonary trunk, and the left side exactly ascending aorta. Is it clear? Yes. In the future developments. Now, as you see, I changed the simple tubes to the complicated tubes. But it's not like a real heart, because if you look at the real heart, look at the position of the atriums. In the normal heart, atriums situated up to the ventricles. The ventricles situated lower in our heart. But here, the atrium situated lower than ventricles. And it's long tubes. It's not exactly the same as the human hearts. What should we do?
Put it into
Upside down.
no, put it into the down.
Upside down. Yeah.
Upside down. Exactly, upside down. We have to change the upside down. This mechanism, his name is cardiac looking. Cardiac looking, it means that upside down, to change the positions.
But if we change it to be upside down, isn't in the adult heart, the outflow is almost on the same level of the atrium?
A little below, exactly.
So if we change it to be upside down,
I tell you, pay attention please, just a moment, okay? You imagine my hand to this. For example, this hand, the left my hand and the right my hand. If you want to show these chambers, we have 4 chambers here: sinus, venous, atrium, ventricles, primary, and fundus cordis. The right hand resembles the 2 of the chambers, upper chambers. Okay. The left one, the resemble of the 2 lowers, sinus, venous, and atriums, my left hand, And this one is
Ventricle.
primary ventricle and ventricle. Okay. As I told you, and as you know from the general embryology, we have a right and left asymmetry. Some gene is expressed in the right wall and some gene expressed in the left wall of all of the structure in our body. Okay, we have two kind of gene expression in the right wall of the heart and the left wall of the heart. As a result, look at my hand, please. The future ventricles, it's come into the down, left and front. Look at my hands. Down, left and front. And my right hands go to the back, up and the right. Look at my hands. This is a cardiac looping. Generally in our body, the left ventricle situating the left side of our body. Is it clear? This name is cardiac looping as a result of different gene expression in the wall of the heart. Okay, I show it in the simple pictures. In the lateral side. This is the lateral side. This is atrial ventricle fundus pons. Is it clear?
Yeah.
This is the anterior side. This is the posterior side. The real pictures. In my picture here is anterior, posterior, inferior, and superior. This is a border shoulder. What I draw in here. This is the artery. Is it clear? And this is a vein. Compare this picture and this one. This is a cardiac looping. This is a lateral view. This is a lateral view of our hearts. For example, if you want to look at me, this is my frontal view or anterior view. But if you look at me at this side, this is a lateral
or dorsal.
Here.
So actually, it's sort of the cardiac tube folds.
Yeah,
folds on
we
it.
say that this is a cardiac looping or cardiac folding. It's necessary for the real position of the chambers. Is it clear? Okay. Now I started one by one development. I started from here. Here, after the short times, some vein is obliterated normally. I show that this is a vein, I started to give a name to these veins. This vein, his name is anterior cardinal vein. This one here, this one, his name is common cardinal. Common cardinal. This one, his name is posterior cardinal. This one, his name is ventral vein. This one is name is umbilical vein. All of them here is the right, and right. And the opposite side is left. The same name, the same veins. Is it clear? The anterior cardinal veins bring the blood from the head and neck and upper limbs, the posterior from the lower lip and abdomen, beginning from the future intestine, and umbilical from the
Umbilical cord.
from the mother, from the placenta. The bring blood from the placenta, from the mother. Is it clear?
Please again. Please again. Again, please.
This one from the head and neck and upper limbs. This one from the abdomen and lower limbs. This one from the future intestines, or we say that the yolk sac or intestines, and this one from the mother.
Then
It's
those.
repeated in the left side again.
Then does the inferior and superior vena cava
will
fusion,
tell you.
right?
I will tell you.
Okay.
All of this way making the superior, inferior, and portal systems. Okay? Today I told you all of them. This is the first steps for the formation of the veins. Okay, during the most developments, the upper part of the vitelline vein of the left side, the upper part of vitelline of the umbilical of the left side, the whole of the umbilical of the right side, the upper part of the posterior cardinal and anterior cardinal of the left side are obliterated in the future. This is an obliteration, it's happened. After the formation, these veins are obliterated. Look at the obliterations. And if you look at the left sides, look at please the left sides, you can get that the left horn of the sinus venous doesn't get any bloods because all of the entrance to the left horn are obliterated. We don't have any bloods to the left horn. Is it clear? But in the right horn, we have many veins that drain. Is it clear? We don't have any veins in the left side of the obliteration to drain to the left horn. This entrance is closed, this entrance is closed, this one is enclosed, and this one is enclosed. We don't have any drainage to the left horn. Is it clear? As a result, the left horn started to shrinking. Okay? Started to shrinking. He is smaller. And we say that the left horn of the sinus venosus is important for your exam. In our body, make the coronary sinus and oblique vein of left atrium. In normal anatomy, coronary sinus and oblique vein of left atrium made by which part of the primary heart? Left one. Do you know the coronary sinus?
Yes.
The coronary sinus is that vein that drain to the right atrium, drain the blood from the heart. What's the fate, for example, for the final exam, what's the fate of the left horn of the sinus veins? Makes three structures. And what's the fate of the right horn? What's the fate of the right horn? You're reading the anatomy. It's made there.
Does it become the atrium?
No, it's become the smooth part of the right atrium. Smooth spots. What happens? Huh? Look at my picture again. I draw and simplify that this is a right horn and left horn is obliterated, as I told you. Huh? Before, afters. Huh? This is the right side and left side. Huh? This is a sinus venous. This is the atrium. Right side and left side. And the right atrium, if be largest, like these pictures, what's happened? Automatically, the sinus venous is coming, be a part of the right side of the atriums. Huh? As you remember in anatomy, here a two valve made in here, as you remember in anatomy. This is the anatomy shapes. I have to review the some anatomy because the knowledge of anatomy are weak. I want to show one picture from the hearts, human hearts. Where is that? This. Turn on. I think it's turn on. It's a bad time for the embryology because you are sleepy after the lunch. Huh? And I have a hard topic. Hot and hard, huh? Hot and hard. Okay, we check together. Okay, look at the pictures. This is a normal anatomy, huh? Yes. The right atrium. Look at the right atriums. In anatomy, we say that the right atrium has two parts. The one muscular parts, that name is auricles. Do you remember?
Yeah.
The auricle contains one type of the muscle, is named is pectinate muscle. The border separated from the auricles, from the smooth part, is named is crista terminalis. Huh? The smooth parts in anatomy, we say that the smooth part of the right atrium made by sinus venous. Huh? Which sinus venous? Right wall of the sinus venous. Here. Do you remember? Left wall is be small. But the right wall, it comes into the right side of the primary atriums and cooperate in the formation of the right atriums. Which part of the right atrium made by right bone of the sinus venous?
The smooth part.
Smooth parts, exactly. Smooth parts, it means that this part is made by
the right horn.
right horn of the sinus venous. Is it clear?
Yes.
When the sinus venous is coming to the right side of the primary atriums, two valves of the orifice of the sinus venous with the atrium, we have here one orifice. It's like an orifice, You know the orifice means open here. Here we say that orifice between the sinus venous and atrium. Here we have a two valve in here. When they come into the right atrium, the valve of the orifice of the sinoatrial and atriums has two valves, right and left. The right valve made three structures in our body. Right, this is exactly your question in final exam. Right valve of the sinoatrial orifice. Right valve of, this is a sinoatrial orifice.
Right valve or wall?
Valve. Right valve. Valve. This is a right valve and left valve. Here we have two valves, okay? The right valve made three structures in our body. Look at the pictures. This is a crista terminalis. This one is a valve of the IVC, that is Eustachian valve. And this one is a valve of the coronary sinus. The white colors here. This one, and this one. We say that three structures made by right valve of the sinoatrial orifice in our body. Which structures?
The valve of the
Crista terminalis, valve of the IVC or Eustachian valve, and valve of the is it clear? And valve of the left valve, and this part, this one is named is septum spolium. That part that joining the two valves here. Here we have one part here. His name is septum spolium. And this one is a left valve. These two structures participate in the interarterial septum. We don't have any exact structures that made by this structure. The septum spolium, that's small part that join the two valves, this one, and left valve, both of them participate in the Arterial septum. Is it clear? That's all. What about the left side? Left side, here I made one septum in here, I will tell you. In the left side, again, we have one auricle and one smooth part, like in the right side. The auricle made by I want to count here, okay? Here is the left side. Left atrium. This is the right atrium. Here we have a one vein. This is a pulmonary vein. Look at me. Do you remember that the right side will be enlarged, huh? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And again, the left side is started to enlargement. What's happened? Before and after. What's happened? Before the enlargement or expansion and after the expansion. What's happening in the cavity? The cavity enlarges.
Increase.
Okay, and the small and most part of the veins is come inside the left atriums. Okay? There are veins, huh?
Yeah.
As a result, like the right sides. In the right side, right horn of the sinus venous come inside the right side. Huh? In the left side, left atrium, the pulmonary veins come inside the left atriums. We say that. Look at it. Right ventricle, left ventricle. Both of them have the auricles, huh? Auricle contain the pectinate muscles, this kind of the muscles. The both auricles made by the primary atriums. Both of them has the same origins. Okay? Both sides has a smooth parts. Right side, smooth part made by smooth parts. Right horn. Huh? And the left side, the smooth part made by
Left horn.
no pulmonary veins. Because left horn be smaller. Is it clear? I repeat again. Look at me here. We have a primary arterioles. Huh? If I make a one septum in here, we have the right atrium and left. This primary atrium made the auricle in both sides. In the right side, the right horn come inside, and the left side, the pulmonary veins come inside. We say that this right horn make the smooth part of the right side, this pulmonary vein make the smooth part of the left side. Is it clear?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
That's all. It's enough for your final exam.
And the auricles are made by...
Because the auricles, it means that this pectinate muscles. We say that pectinate muscles or auricle, both of them are the same. Is it clear?
Yes.
Can I go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. About the septums, here some septum are forming here. Okay? We say that cardiac cushions. Cardiac cushions.
I have a question.
Okay.
that again heartbeat starts at 20 feet inside it. So how is the signaling conduction system occurring?
I will tell you about the conduction system. Is it separate topics? Okay, here I have to make the interarterial septum. Interarterial septums, interventricular septums. I have to make one interarterial septum, interventricular septum, and four caution. Cardiac cautions. Caution, it means prominence, it means projections, okay? Cardiac caution. Caution? Caution. It means prominence. Here, look at me. This is the two lateral cautions. The two laterals. And we have two posterior and anterior cautions here. Look at me, this is a coronal or oblique section from the heart. Look at my hands. For example, my hands, it's our heart, huh? This is a heart. If you're doing an oblique section from my heart or embryo heart, they divided, it's the oblique section, divided in the two parts, huh? Okay. I remove this upper parts, huh? I remove it, and I draw the one of them. Is it clear? Yes. I do again. Here is heart of the embryo. I doing it oblique sections, and I divided the hearts in two parts. This upper parts and lower parts. I draw the lower parts. Here we have a common heart without any separations. Here I have to make one septum in here, interarterial septum, one septum in here, interventricular septums, and two AV canals. How I can make this? First of all, here we have a proliferation of the cells from the here, or projection. Two lateral, they never get to midlines. They are started to growing and stop, small. But the inferior or posterior, both of them are correct. Because if you look at my hand, we can say here, posterior or inferior, and say that this is superior or anterior. The same. Yes. Superior or anterior because it's obliques. Posterior or inferior. If you look at me, if some cells growing from the palm of my hands, it's big, started to bulging, it's coming up. And one of them is started from here. They both of them in the midline join together. When I'm doing an oblique section, I cut these connections. Is it clear? Yes. This caution is very, very important, that inferior one. Because not only the joining of the cautions, when they joining the inferior and superior cautions, some scientists say that this is an intermediate septum. This one is name is intermediate septum. Intermediate septum. When this septum, as a result of the joining of inferior and superior caution, the one septum is forming here. When these cautions join together, two canals are formed. Left AV canal, right AV canal, arterioventricular left canal, arterioventricular of the right side. Is it clear?
The future valve?
AV canal. This is an AV canal. And again, this is an AV canal. Okay, this inferior, this is an important question for your final exam. The inferior cushions not only participate in the formation of the AV canals, not only, attention to the sentence, but also participate in the formation of the or completion of the interarterial septum and interventricular septum. Look at me, please. It's participate to completion of the interarterial septum and interventricular septums. It means that it has overgrowths to up and down. Is it clear?
So it makes the AV canals as well as the interventricular.
They participate in the interarterial septum as well as in the membranous part of interventricular septum. Because the membranous part of the interventricular septum is complicated structure. Okay? Look at me here. After this part, we go to the short break. Okay? Here, I have to make septums. That name is interarterial septum. But here, two septum are formed. One of them are name is primary, another one is name is secondary. The primary one, look at my hands. It's coming down and down and down and down and down and down. It's stop. Here, we have a temporary opening in here. Huh? Between the lower of this primary septum and the inferior cushions. This name is a primary osteum. Primary osteum. It's very temporary opening orifice. And some part of the inferior cushions start to close off this opening. Okay? You remember as I told you? Huh? Before the closing of the primary osteum, we have to open a new foramen here. Because we need to shunt off the blood from the right side to the left side. The new opening is formed till to the base here. The name, what the name is?
No.
It is primary. This one is a secondary osteum. This opening, it's remain till to base. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Because we need to free communication between the right atrium and left atrium before the base.
Because of that, some
Because the blood comes from the IMC to the right side.
and also because of that, some of the newborn has born with the
with this not with this
If it's this one is not closed during the embryonic, we have an abnormality.
Yes.
We say that propatency. Propatency. This is a right to left shunt. Is it clear? This is a kind of interarterial septal defect.
Yes.
It has to close the time of the embryonic periods. Okay, in the right side of these structures, the secondary septum, primary septum and secondary septum are formed. Here we have a one opening that name is foramen walls. draw it. For example, it's my picture, you can see only these borders in this picture, not all of them. For example, this is a septum primum. When I draw for you in the section, you can see only the one lines. Here is a septum foramen secundum. Secondary osteum. Okay? If I'm doing a cross section from here, you can see only this one. Is it clear?
Yes.
And the septum secundum is a crescentic structures. What does it mean? It's like this one. If you put it at the side to side, this is a septum secundum, is crescentric. This is a septum primum with secondary osteum. Is it clear? And here is a foramen ovals. Is it clear or not?
Yeah.
After the birth, when the baby started to crying and lung started to function, the blood pressure from the left side increased, and the right side the blood pressure is decreased. As a result, the two septum fuse to each other, and foramen oval is closed, and we say that fossa ovalis. And the fossa ovalis in anatomy, the limbus of fossa ovalis made by septum secundum and floor made by septum primum. The limbus.
So the fossa
Look at the pictures. This is a fossa ovalis.
Yes.
The floor, the white color, is a septum primum. The limbus here is a septum secundum. Is it clear? As you remember, septum secundum, you look at the right side. Septum secundum, then we say that limbus is made by septum secundum, and we can find the limbus from the in front, up, and posterior to fossa ovalis. We don't see the limbus in the lower parts because this is a crescentic. And the floor of the fossa ovalis made by septum primum. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. That's all. We go to the short break, and after that I started to septation of the interarterial septum. Okay? For 10 minutes, take a nap, because after the